Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Auburn's return team didn't help matters out much there. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama, but it's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game. The hate runs deep, and it is a great game to call.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Auburn left no doubt the last time these two got together, blowing out the Crimson Tide.
Auburn took care of business, handled the moment, handled the rivalry, the mighty Alabama. They did everything they needed to do to get those bragging rights and beat down the Tide.
And it is so big for recruiting. You think about in the SEC just how competitive that is. If Auburn could beat Alabama, their in-state rival, 2 years in a row, there's going to be a lot of high school prospects with their eyes on this game nationally that are going to want to come to the Plains and get into Jordan-Hare, put on that unit.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the Packers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It has been a season to... He compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next...
And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. White wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Pass to 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Jefferson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Cooper. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Quarterback keeper. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
Quarterbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big interception.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. They're trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like it?
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits.
And he's running in the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Well, a bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. White going to attack through the air. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Trying to beat the DT. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man. The passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the...
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
At the 40, there he goes. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback checking off. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running it to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to decline the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Kennesaw State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
He makes the connection.
Third down pass.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the returner will be brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
It's complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quickly to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That completion delivers a first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jefferson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense. I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Snap it to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. Is going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Direct snap. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
White wants to throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. And the Tigers will take it first here in overtime. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. White going to attack through the air. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they score first here in overtime. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT, and they did tack on the extra point. Now first down here in the second overtime. Looking for a crease to the left. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Coming after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Snags it. Touchdown, Bama! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Number 7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
35. Auburn, 28.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. White wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's now 3rd down.
A crucial 3rd and 3 on this opening drive of overtime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I like it, 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to College.